Thank you. Good evening. Lovely. Nice to be here. It was my home for a long, long time, the circus. So I'd like, before I start, we have some ladies in, so I don't want to upset you ladies. So I thought I'd explain something before I start. When I was here, throughout my career, I had a catchphrase, Kinnell. K-I-N-E-L-L, Kinnell. And where I got that from was from a Sunderland footballer. His name was George Clinnell. And he was playing at Spurs. And for my sins, I'm a Spurs supporter. Yeah. All right. I suppose you're Chelsea, are you? Yeah. A bloke, I've got to tell you this, a bloke at Chelsea got caught climbing over the wall. And the copper said, "You get back and watch." Now, but anyway, this London supporter, his name was George Cannell, and he missed a penalty. And all the Sunderland supporters went, "Kinnell." And I thought, I didn't like that. So I had this word Kinnell for years, but my video company said, if you carry on using Kinnell, you're going to finish up with a 15-year-old certificate. So Kinnell changed to fuck. But it is an everyday word now, isn't it? I mean, some very famous people used it as their dying words. For instance, who said, "That's not a real fucking gun, is it?" John Lennon, he actually said that. And who was it said, "What the fuck was that?" The mayor of Hiroshima, he said that. I personally think there are far worse words taught our kids. There's a word in the dictionary, I'd have it taken out, killed. Horrible word, killed. Final. Don't you think kill's a terrible word, Mother? Speak to him. I mean, you shouldn't be killed off act. Are we getting an answer? You might as well fuck her tonight then, Governor. Now, the first story I'm going to tell you tonight, the reason I start off with this story, because it's one of those gags you won't get straight away. But you can picture this, a bloke is sitting indoors, watching telly, his old woman's fucked off to bingo. God. So he is sitting there, watching telly. His son is upstairs, watching telly. And all of a sudden his son appeared in the doorway. He said, "Dad, got a question." He said, "Well, that's what dads are for, boy." What do you want? He said, "Dad, what's love juice?" Oh, for fuck's sake. He said, "How old are you?" He said, "Oh, I'm 12. He said, "Well, you've got to find out eventually, boy. Sit down." He said, "You're going to get yourself out with a young lady eventually. Very charming young lady, I feel sure. And you'll get in a quiet place and you'll start to kiss and cuddle and you'll get sexually aroused. And you'll know that because your knob will go as hard as a fucking boat. And then you'll probably undo her blouse and start to play with her tits, and then you'll probably kiss them like a windscreen wiper. And then you're going to get your hand up her skirt and start to play with her little hairy duff. And you'll play with it, and don't make it too wet, otherwise when you're having sex you get... It's a bit... That making it wet, that is called love juice. He said, "Well, thanks, Dad, very much." And he's going to walk out, he's down, "Excuse me, son, what the fuck are you watching upstairs on telly?" He said, "Tennis." He walked indoors, and there's his wife standing there stark bottom naked. "Hey, Dad, what you doing?" "What I'm doing is done, and there was nothing like that." She said, "I have been to the doctors, and he gave me an examination, and he was telling me how beautiful my body was." He said, "He's taking a piss." Did he say anything about your tits, your flabby tits? He told me I have beautiful tits. He said they're of a woman of about 18. He's pissed. He said, how about your cauliflower ass? He told me I got a perfect bum. What do you say about your big black prat? She said your name wasn't mentioned. Now, you gotta go all the way round, and I don't leave anybody. I've got to tell you a story. I've got to tell you a story. This is a bloke went in hairdressers, and he said, do you cut women's hair? And the bloke said, yeah. He said, you can have a fucking go at this one. I like gags like that.